Good morning, students. Today I am going to discuss about Akbar the Great, Mughal Empire Part 2. Akbar, the great son of Humayun and Hamida Banu, was born on 14th October 1542 in Amarkot, Sindh, where his parents were exiled at that time. Akbar spent his childhood under the regent of Bairam Khan, his father's most trusted general. He spent his childhood learning to fight and hunt and had no interest in learning to read and write. He was only the Mughal Empire who was illiterate and yet is considered to be the most enlightened of all the Mughal emperors. He is admired for his valor and wisdom. When Akbar was ascended the throne, he was just 17 years old. Uh, Bairam Khan served as the regent of the empire, which included Kabul, Kandahar, Delhi, and the parts of Punjab. On Akbar's behalf, Bairam Khan followed the policy of expansion. In that time, the Mughal throne was unstable and insecure. From different corners threatened and the position of the young ruler. The Afghan Sultan Adil Shah was amongst many who wanted to claim the throne. In 1556 CE, Adil Shah's general, one and only Hindu general, Himu, led an army against the Mughals at the Panipat. In what is known that is called the Second Battle of Panipat, Himu marched with a large army, whereas Badam Khan led the smaller Mughal army. This battle decisively wiped out of the last strengths of Afghan power in the region as the Mughal army became victorious. The Second Battle of Panipat marked the beginning of the glorious period of the Mughal dynasty. The young king, when he came of age, proved to be an efficient and capable ruler and followed policies which had strengthened the backbone of the Mughal Empire for over 200 years. Akbar defeated the Afghans in the North India and Bihar. He carried on to conquer Punjab, Jaunpur, Ajmer, Gwalior with the help of Bairam Khan. He defeated Baj Bahadur to annex Malwa. He defeated Rani Durgavati and his son to annex Gondwana and consolidated his position over North and Central India. Next, Akbar turned his attention to Rajputana, which was threat to his supremacy. The Rajputs were formidable power, and Akbar realized the benefits of their support to expand and consolidate his position. He adopted a policy of conquest and matrimonial alliance. He established matrimonial alliance with the powerful Rajput royal families. uh, Akbar conquered Mewar and Ranthambore. He faced stiff opposition from the Maharana Pratap of Mewar, who refused to accept his peace missions. In the Battle of Haldighati, 1575, Mughals defeated Rana Pratap and finally brought Mewar under their control. Rana Pratap continued his guerrilla warfare against the Mughals till his death. After Haldighati, most of the Rajputs ruler accepted Akbar as the sovereign. The rich state of Gujarat, with its many parts or ports, which important for trade and commerce. In 1573, Akbar conquered Gujarat, and to celebrate this victory, he built the Buland Darwaja at Fatehpur Sikri. Next, the fertile land of Bengal was the next to be acquired by Akbar in 1576. He was also conquered Kashmir, Kabul, Kandahar, Sindh, and to consolidate his position in the northwest. Uh, After a long struggle, he was able to conquer Berar, Khandesh, and parts of Ahmednagar. Now Akbar had vast empire that stretched from the Himalayas in the north to the Godavari in the south, from the Brahmaputra in the east to the Hindu Kush in the west. Next topic is administration. Three type of administration ruled by uh, Akbar at that time. In order to manage an empire vast as his, Akbar needed to have sound policy of administration. He set out to unify the different castes, religions, and rulers. Akbar was the first emperor uh, to adopt a policy of unification through religious tolerance, common administrative and judicial policies, and a uniform revenue system. Through he retained unlimited legislative, judicial, and administrative powers himself, Akbar did not abuse his power. Historians have often referred to Akbar as a benevolent despot. Uh, he believed that the aim of the government should be to promote the welfare of the subjects. He believed in staying in touch with his pupil and introduced the customs of making a daily appearance from the balcony of his palace, the Jharakai Darshan. People would come uh, with petitions which were heard by the emperor, and the settlement was prompt. He meet his pupil at the Diwani Am, similar to the modern house of the pupil. He met his ministers and senior officials at the Diwani Khash to discuss and deal with matters of the state. He went on tours through his empire and interacted with the pupil. There were 15 provinces or subas which were governed by subedars. These were divided into sarkars from efficient administration. Sarkars were districts which were governed by fauzdars. These sarkars were subdivided into several villages called parganas and were governed by sikdar. A mukaddam, a patwari, and a chaukidar, along with a panchayat, assisted the sikdar. An officer called the Kotwal was responsible for town administration. He maintained law and order, kept records, and kept a check on weights and measures. All officers were regularly paid and rewarded on merit. Corrupt officials were transferred or removed. Next topic is the Mansabdar system. Akbar had a large army. The military administration was organized through the Mansabdari system. Mansab means rank in Arabic, and officers with rankers are called Mansabdars. There are 33 categories of Mansabdars ranging from 10 to 10,000. Mansabs over 500 were reserved for princes and members of the royal family. This post was not hereditary, and the Mansabdars uh, were paid in cash or given large tracts of land called jagirs. They could be promoted, demoted, and transferred. Each Mansabdar was required to maintain discipline and provide training for his soldiers. They had to maintain their own households, pay the soldiers, and maintain the animals from the revenue acquired from the Jagirs. Mansabdars had to maintain a certain number of horses depending on their rank. He also had to maintain a fixed number of elephants, camels, and carts. The system of taking rolls of soldiers and branding horses was also followed. Apart from the Mansabdars, Akbar also had a group of special soldiers and artillery called Ahids. The entire army was divided in cavalry, infantry, elephants, artillery, and navy. The emperor was the supreme commander of the army. Today, I stop here. Next day, I will start new topic: revenue administration, judicial reforms, and also religious policy. Thank you.